like to move.
Look what we got here. I see something. This is all. Got us another beaver. Whammo! So, do some explanation. This is a I'm gonna put the safety on while I'm talking. Just so we don't have a mishap. But this is 330 conibear. And this is what is a good tool for catching beavers. And a couple years ago, I invested in some of these 8 stands, which all these 8 stands are. You slide your conibear over top of them, and then you can put them in these deep runs, kind of like where we've caught 2 beavers and an otter so far. And it just kind of makes it a little bit simpler. Instead of using sticks and stuff, you can just kind of put them where you want to. Golly. So right here, we've got a stick running over there. We call that a dive stick, because when the beaver's swimming, he sees that stick, he'll dive down, and you can feel a beaver run down here. So he'll go down there on the bottom of the run. This ground right here is pretty rocky. And that's how you set it. Put it down there and you wait for them to swim through it. Yep. All right, so we're out here on this new piece of property we got permission to trap on the other day. Today we're kind of coming out here just for like a scouting trip, just to kind of, because we got Christmas Eve tomorrow and Christmas the next day, so I don't really want to set a whole lot of traps, but me and Caleb here, we're on Christmas shutdown for 2 weeks. So we've seen this old barn. A lot of times red foxes, gray foxes, they'll like these kind of things just to nuzzle up in. And so if I see anything interesting about locations of where I think we should, what we got here, some deer poop?
Rabbit poop.
Oh yeah. So that's a good sign when it comes to trapping. You got rabbits, which are a predator's prey. Man, there's got to be some bobcats up in here. There's a dove right there. So we're gonna go inside this barn and just look for tracks. Huh?
There's coon tracks. There's all kinds of things.
A lot of coon tracks, I see.
There's a lot of other stuff right here.
And look at this, right in the middle of this barn. Holy cow. We got a fox den.
Look.
Got another one over here?
Yeah. Another hole right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little rabbit box.
A rabbit box, yeah. So right now, we're kind of walking around the edge right here. Because critters they like to run edges. Because they're hunting whatever's up inside these things. You'll see critters out in fields every now and then, but the majority of it, they're gonna be right here on this edge. So we're kind of walking this edge, just kind of seeing what kind of tracks, see if we can see some good, like right here you can see a small game trail that kind of goes up in there. When it comes to trapping, deer hunting, whatever, I think scouting is the most important thing, because there may be only one spot on a piece of property that you're going to catch 90% of your stuff or kill 90% of deer you want to kill. And if you don't know where that's at, you just go out and start stabbing at it. It may do a little bit more harm than good. The good thing about bean fields too, I don't know if you can tell, but like there's little dirt clumps out here. If you can find a good little heap of beans or dirt clump, you can make you a little pocket set for a critter. If we find one of them, I'll explain what it is. So if you see right here, the fence is broke right here, and we got a heavy used game trail coming from that field to this field. We're just poking along this field, just kind of looking for poop and tracks. Those are two key indicators that critters have been there. And then decipher how fresh it is. It's like me and Caleb were just talking about coyote trapping and predator trapping in general. I mean, some people might get into it and just be winners right off the bat, but it took me a long time to catch my first coyote. I'm still not the best at it, but it's the challenge that keeps bringing me back. What we got here?
That's not deer. This is deer. That ain't deer. It's got fingers.
It's got fingers. It's got phalanges. There's some poop right there. It's old poop. It's right along the edge of this field. Alright, so we got coyote track. And where they're coming from is this road just connects from one big field, comes through, and then you got this big field right here. So if I was gonna set a set here, I'd probably come over here because there's another road that comes around here and meets. So like, I mean, you're trying to catch whatever comes this way and whatever comes this way. And so right in this area right here would probably be a good spot to set. A lot of deer tracks running these roads. There's old split toe. We got a track right here. Bunch of coon tracks.
Bigger buckle on that.
I don't know what kind of track it is. I don't know. Not an expert at the tracks, but this looks juicy right here. Whenever you can find a spot where fields connect to fields good place to set you some traps. Because like right here you can see, let me get you out in a wide angle. It comes out into this big field. And there's another little 2-track road right over there, going right into the next field. Yeah, this looks good. You've just got all these little fields right here. And briar thickets that will hold rabbits, small game. Anything, a critter that's trying to survive on his own is gonna be trying to hunt. Tracks. I know where you could catch a big sucker. There's 2 train tracks up there. We'd need a mighty big conibear for that. So we've been discussing. I think we're gonna do some good out here. Just saying, I don't know. I'm not saying that we're good trappers. I'm saying this piece of property has a lot of potential, I think, for catching stuff. Because you got a bunch of these just little fields all over. And Caleb just found something. And you got these little field roads that go between them. And if you look over here, this is nasty briars and stuff. So if a coyote's gonna want to come from that field to this field, right here is where we're gonna concentrate setting traps on these little pinch points like this. Let's go down here and see what Caleb found. It may be interesting. Hot sign.
What more?
Ooh.
More tracks than I've seen. These are more fresh than what we've seen.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about.
big old freaking deer trap.
Yeah, there's deer everywhere. And I mean, when you're talking about trapping predators,
Raccoon tracks.
oh, you got this little sunk down, bogged down, four-wheel drive, baby. But when you're looking for a property to trap, you got to realize and try to think about what a predator needs to live on that piece. If it's a good piece, oh goodness, yeah, that's some soft mud. But this property, we know, has rabbits, turkeys, lots of deer, and those are pretty much 3 favorite predator meals. And a bunch of birds, which bobcats like birds. Oh, golly. This is sexy. I ain't been this turned on since Valentine's Day in 1995. I was 5 years old then. I didn't even know what Valentine's Day was.
What's that down there? That spot down on the bottom right there.
I don't know. But you know, there's a way we can find out. We can put our boots on the ground and go look. Let's go check it out. All right, right here's a prime example of what a coyote will naturally do. And this is what you try to emulate when you make a dirt hole set. So as you can see down here, got a coyote track right here, and he's been digging like that. So that right there is kind of what you want your trap set to look like afterwards.
See? In the middle of it.
So yeah, so right there's the coyote paw from where his nose would be at. That's about, what do you say, about right there, 8.5, 9 inches.
Yep.
So you're gonna want to set your pan right there in that general location. You know, some people offset them a little bit. Some people say just put them straight on. I think the best thing is just make sure it's bedded right. If it doesn't throw him off first thing, he'll work it, and eventually you got a good chance of catching one. Shwammo. It's pretty wild, man. This is a trapper's paradise. Beaver dams are basically natural bridges. Look at Caleb. He's the biggest beaver that bridge has ever had to hold. Look what we have here. Poopies. Coming right through here. Well, what I like about trapping too is you're not, like when you're deer hunting, you're focused on just getting on a deer without bumping it. Trapping season comes, I'm stomping all around these woods. So, I mean, you're seeing deer sign that you probably wouldn't see during season. And so you're lining up next year's deer hunting activities off of what you're seeing now. What we got here? What is that? Seeds.
This deer sign in here. Anything can happen in this woods.
Oh, holy cow, we just jumped a big one. Be sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of this kind of stuff. This is what we like to do, so we're doing it. So, stay wild.